The Taiwan Strait, a narrow channel separating mainland China and Taiwan, belies a history fraught with political division and ideological conflict. The island nation of Taiwan, formerly known as the Republic of China, has existed independently from mainland China since 1949. This followed the Chinese Civil War, which saw the Chinese Communist Party emerge victorious over the Kuomintang, who then fled to Taiwan. Despite decades of separation, Beijing has consistently asserted its claim over Taiwan, viewing it as a renegade province that must be reunified with the mainland. This stance is enshrined in the CCP's One China principle, a cornerstone of its foreign policy. The international community, while largely acknowledging China's claim, has grappled with the complexities of Taiwan's de facto independence and its vibrant democracy. This unresolved historical legacy continues to fuel tensions in the Taiwan Strait. The CCP views reunification not only as a political objective, but also as a matter of historical redress and national pride. For Taiwan, however, maintaining its sovereignty and democratic way of life remains paramount, creating a precarious standoff with global implications. For the Chinese Communist Party, reclaiming Taiwan is not merely a policy goal, but an existential imperative. It represents the unfinished business of the Chinese Civil War and the fulfillment of a historical destiny. The CCP sees itself as the rightful heir to a unified China, and Taiwan's continued separation poses a direct challenge to its legitimacy and authority. Moreover, reclaiming Taiwan is crucial for the CCP's domestic image. The party has long used nationalism and the promise of national rejuvenation to bolster its legitimacy and public support. A successful reunification with Taiwan would be touted as a resounding victory for the CCP, solidifying its grip on power and validating its narrative of Chinese resurgence. Failure to achieve reunification, on the other hand, would be perceived as a sign of weakness and could potentially undermine the CCP's authority. It would embolden pro-independence voices within Taiwan and raise questions about the CCP's ability to assert its will on the international stage. This makes Taiwan a non-negotiable issue for Beijing, carrying significant implications for the CCP's domestic stability and its standing in the world. The United States finds itself deeply entangled in the Taiwan issue, caught between its commitment to upholding a rules-based international order and its desire to avoid a catastrophic conflict with China. While the US acknowledges the One China policy, it has also maintained a policy of strategic ambiguity regarding Taiwan's defense. This means that while the US does not explicitly guarantee military intervention if China were to attack Taiwan, it also does not rule it out. This ambiguity is intended to deter China from taking any unilateral action while simultaneously discouraging Taiwan from declaring formal independence. The US has also provided Taiwan with significant military support, including arms sales and training, to bolster its self-defense capabilities. This reflects a broader US strategy of deterring Chinese aggression in the Indo-Pacific region. The US stance on Taiwan is rooted in a combination of strategic, economic, and ideological considerations. Taiwan is a vital link in the first island chain, a series of islands that form a strategic barrier against Chinese naval expansion. Moreover, Taiwan is a major economic powerhouse and a leading producer of semiconductors, essential components for the global technology industry. Beyond these strategic and economic interests, the US also sees Taiwan's democracy as a beacon of freedom in the face of authoritarianism. The US is not alone in its concerns about the potential for conflict in the Taiwan Strait. Key allies, particularly Australia and Japan, share similar anxieties and have voiced their commitment to supporting Taiwan's defense. Australia, a close US ally in the region, has expressed growing alarm over China's assertive military posture in the Indo-Pacific. Japan, which also faces territorial disputes with China, sees Taiwan's security as intrinsically linked to its own. These shared concerns have led to increased security cooperation among the US, Australia, Japan, and other like-minded countries in the region. Joint military exercises, intelligence sharing, and diplomatic coordination have all been stepped up in recent years. This growing network of alliances reflects a recognition that the Taiwan issue is not simply a regional problem, but a global one. Any conflict in the Taiwan Strait would have far-reaching consequences, disrupting global trade, undermining international security, and potentially drawing in major powers. The stakes are incredibly high, and the international community is increasingly focused on finding ways to deter conflict and maintain stability in this critical region.